Well, hello and welcome, and as you can see, we've been transformed into Channel Muckscot this week as we look at the Scottish trip that we took a while ago now. In fairness, this was about a year ago. We stayed at Livingston, as the map suggested, the first night at a travel lodge, and really good shopping in Livingston. There's outlet centres and there's all proper shopping as well, so really decent place to have a little bit of a pit stop. And of course, as ever, for Elizabeth, there's TK Maxx. From there, we went off to Rosslyn. Now, Rosslyn Chapel is pretty famous, and you'll recognise it in just a minute for other reasons, but you can see a very, very pleasant visitor centre has been built next to it. Little shop going in there as well, and we've come through now, and as you can see, a really ornate chapel, and this was built in the 15th century, and it's thought that this was only the sort of the chapel of what was going to be a far, far larger structure. You can see quite ornate there. Really good descriptive panels all around as well. As you can see, it was an absolutely beautiful day in southern Scotland, and they made no bones about the fact that an awful lot of the investment that they could make in the infrastructure around the chapel was because of this year. The Da Vinci Code was filmed there, the Tom Hanks film based on Dan Brown's book, and even though the historical statements made in that film really aren't true at all, it's really helped the chapel. And as you can see, you're not allowed to take photographs inside, but I just got these from the internet, how beautiful it is really inside. So from there, back through into the visitor centre, and again, really well done, outlining the history of the chapel.
God, nothing is worse than the devil. Dead men eat nothing, but if you ate nothing, you die.
And a very, very impressive cafe there overlooking a really incredible view. So from there we went to Dundee, and again, very agreeable town centre, Dundee town centre. Very grey really, but very nice, I've got to say. Overlooking the Tay, we'll have some lovely shots of the Tay at the minute, bits of modern art in the town centre. It was very, very impressive. So we again didn't have the greatest place to stay in, but so I won't mention that here. But in the evening, went to the St Andrew's Brew Company and had a very nice meal. I had a haggis starter and then some burgers, which you'll see in just a moment. How's your food, Elizabeth?
Very good.
Very good. Looks very nice. We're at the St Andrew's Brewing Company. That's a black IPA. And the reason we're here is because the table next was everyone saying, "Oh, going to Giannetta's next for ice cream." So I googled it like mad, and we've come to Giannetta's now. Elizabeth's been very good, she's not got one, I've got one, it's fantastic. I've got Scottish tablet, hot chocolate sauce, and then they give you a little biscuity thing on top. Very nice indeed. So to Perth, and as you can see upstream from Dundee on the Tay, much narrower, the river here. And again, very, very pleasant little town to spend some time. Just up the road is the very well-known Palace of Scone, or Scone Palace, and we didn't go there on that particular day. It was actually fully booked, but a very, very busy place to visit in the summer, I understand. And there was a Tim Hortons there. We were surprised. One of the first Tim Hortons in the country was in Dundee. Of course, I was quite disparaging about Dundee when I first arrived. I think we just picked the wrong place to stay, and the place really has grown on me. And the view across the Tay was very beautiful. I think that's the railway bridge we can see there as we look out over the Tay estuary. And then lots of historical markers as you walk along the riverfront. Very, very pleasant indeed, and certainly helped by the weather. We've been to St Andrews. I'm not going to put any video of that up though, because there was plenty of that when we were here last year. I'll leave a link to that video here. And as we walk back now towards the centre, some of the attractions. There's the RRS Discovery, which was used by Robert Falcon Scott on his Antarctic expedition, and as you can see, some very interesting Google comments made. Standard tall ship, there we go. That's the V&A, which opened I think about 10 years ago now, right on the waterfront in Dundee. It's northern operations base there. Didn't go in there. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please consider subscribing to this channel. Also, I'd be very grateful if you could like this video and hit that notification bell. If you do that, you'll continue to receive lots more rubbish just like this.